Your cat just meowed at you. In that split second, you probably did what every other human does. You said something back, you smiled, or maybe you just kept walking, thinking it was just another random animal noise. But here is the truth that most people will never understand. That sound was not random. It was not instinct. It was not mere noise. It was a sophisticated, calibrated message created specifically for you. It is a biological hack, a piece of evolutionary software designed to bypass your logic and trigger your emotions. Most owners spend their entire lives living with a creature they think they know, while completely missing the fact that they are being spoken to in a private language. Today, that silence ends. If you want to finally understand the psychology behind why your cat does what it does, hit that subscribe button now. Every week, we go this deep into the hidden world of feline behavior, so you never miss a signal again. To understand the meow, you first have to understand a mystery of evolution. In the wild, adult cats are silent. They are apex predators who rely on stealth. To make noise is to invite danger or to warn your prey. Once a kitten grows up and leaves its mother, it almost never meows at another cat again. They use scent, they use body language, they use slow blinks, but they do not use their voices. Therefore, the only reason your cat still meows as an adult is because at some point in history, they figured out that silence doesn't work on humans. They realized that we are a vocal species, loud and distracted. So, they did something incredible. They reverted to a baby-like state and invented a vocabulary just for us. This is where the science gets fascinating. Researchers at Stockholm University spent years recording and analyzing thousands of feline vocalizations. What they found changed the way we view the domestic cat forever. Cats do not just vary their meows randomly. They are master acoustic engineers. They adjust pitch, length, and rhythm based on exactly what they need, and, more importantly, exactly who they are talking to. A short, rising meow, the one you hear the moment you walk through the door, is not a demand. It is a greeting. It is the feline equivalent of a quick, "Hey." It is low stakes and high frequency. But notice what happens when you don't respond. The sound changes. A long, drawn-out meow with a slight drop at the end carries emotional weight. That is a request. They have been patient. They have been waiting. And now they are informing you that their patience has reached its limit. Then there is the repetitive meow, one after another, same pitch, no variation. This is urgency. This sound is evolutionarily designed to be impossible to ignore. In the wild, ignoring a high-frequency repetitive call had consequences. Your cat knows this. They are tapping into an ancient biological trigger in your brain that demands a response. But here is the part that most owners never realize, and it is perhaps the most impressive feat of feline intelligence. Your cat did not just learn human reactions. They learned your specific reactions. They have spent months, perhaps years, running thousands of small experiments on you. They tried a certain pitch while you were watching TV and saw that you didn't move. They tried a different length while you were in the kitchen and noticed that you turned around. They watched what made you stop. They watched what made you look up. And they kept what worked. Therefore, the meow your cat uses with you is a unique dialect. It is not the same meow they would use with a neighbor or a stranger. It was calibrated, over time, through cold, calculated observation to get a response from you specifically. When your cat meows, they are not just making a sound. They are using a tool they built from watching your every move. But amidst all this manipulation and calculated communication, there is one meow that carries more weight than any other. It is the one most owners hear every day without ever recognizing its true meaning. It usually happens when you have been busy. Maybe you've been on your phone for hours, or you've been stressed with work, or you've simply been physically present but mentally elsewhere. Your cat walks into the room. They don't jump on your lap. They don't rub against your legs. They simply sit near you and let out a single, quiet meow. It is short. It is almost under their breath. They aren't asking for food. They aren't asking for the door to be opened. They are checking in. They are saying, "I am still here." Are you? It is the most vulnerable sound they make because it is the only one that isn't a demand. It's a bridge. And the right response is the simplest thing in the world. You don't need to get up. You don't need to grab a treat. Just look at them. Say their name. Give them a slow blink. That recognition is everything. Understanding your cat is not about memorizing a chart. It is about paying a different kind of attention. The length tells you the urgency. The pitch tells you the emotion. The timing tells you the trigger. Your cat has been talking to you since the day they realized you were worth talking to. The question was never whether they had something to say. The question was whether you were ready to hear it. Now you are. If this gave you a new way to listen, share this with someone whose cat never stops talking.